And now it's time for day one at the 2018 New Jersey State Disc Golf Championships. To see who will walk away at the top at the end of round two on this day one of this event, stay tuned as Disc Golf Monthly starts now. Hello and thanks for joining us for this month's edition of Disc Golf Monthly, where we take you to Jamesburg, New Jersey at the Thompson Disc Golf Course at the 2018 New Jersey State Disc Golf Championships. This is going to be an exciting tournament. It's a new course for us. Thompson Disc Golf Course is a beautiful park that is in central New Jersey. It's right off exit 8 of the New Jersey Turnpike in Jamesburg, New Jersey. It features a lot of elevation changes and exciting challenges on a course that is mildly wooded, but again, it has a lot of elevation changes that make it for a fun, exciting, and challenging course to play disc golf on. This is going to be day one of a 2-day event. The first day today, we're going to be at the Thompson Disc Golf Course. Tomorrow we're going to be at the Stafford Woods Disc Golf Course, a little further down in South Jersey. So right now the lead card has come in for the groups have come in for the start of the end of round one, and we're getting ready to start round two. I want to take a quick look at some of these players we're going to be featuring in round two. Let's take a look. And starting off in first place, shooting a 50, we have Mike Carmen from Ottsville, PA. Followed in second place is Devin Frederick with a 54 from Hellertown, PA. And tied for second place with Devin, also shooting a 54, is Jason Tiligatis from Elmer, New Jersey. And rounding out the group in fourth place, we have Lou Garcia from Keansburg, New Jersey, shooting a 55. Well, we have an exciting group of players to follow today on this lead card on day one at the 2018 New Jersey State Disc Golf Championships. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to feature the second round action. Don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're back, and we're here at the start of the second round. Mike Carmen is out in front with a 4-stroke lead over Devin Frederick and Jason Tiligatis. And Lou Garcia is trailing with a 54. He's 2 strokes behind Devin and Jason. We're going to start off on basket 2, and this is a par 4, 546 feet. And here we have Mike Carmen to start off. This whole place with an uphill elevation, as you'll see just in a moment here. You got to climb up that hill, get your shot up that hill, and from there it's flat. Mike goes with a roller shot. And Devin is also going to go with a roller shot. Just get as much distance as Mike's shot. And here's Jason with his first drive. Looks like he's going to go with an air shot. And he does. It's a little low. It doesn't get enough elevation on that shot. Gets knocked down right by the short tee. Here's Lou Garcia with his first drive. Here's Jason with his second shot. He's going to get caught up in that tree. Just held them up a little bit. Here's Devin with his second shot. He's going to go with a backhand hyzer shot. It's going to skip to the left of the basket a little bit. We'll see if he has a putt from there for birdie. Here's Lou Garcia with his second shot. And he keeps it low, which is a good thing because he avoids that tree. And here's Mike Carmen with his second shot. And it looks like that'll putt for him. He should have a birdie from there. Here's Jason with his third shot. And Lou's shooting for birdie. And he just gets that a little too tall. Bounces on top of the basket. Here's Mike for his birdie shot. And he records the first birdie of the round. And Devin needs us to stay close to Mike, and he makes the birdie putt. He's going to climb one stroke ahead of Jason now. Jason's going to have to settle for a par. So 2 birdies and 2 pars. As we move on to basket 3, this is a par 4, 579 feet. It starts out with a straight shot, the fairway straight ahead. It comes to a roadway, and it takes a dog leg right. So all the players are going to be going with backhand turnover shots here. Devin almost made it cleanly through that gap. He just hit a tree at the end. Here's Jason with his first shot. So everybody goes with right-hand, backhand turnover shots, and some had better luck than others. Lou is straight down the fairway here. The basket is just beyond that bush you see just up ahead. And it looks as though Lou may be prime position for a birdie putt from there. Here's Devin with his second shot. And you see the basket. Here's Mike with his second shot. He's going to thread that almost perfectly. He could have used a little extra distance there. That was a very straight shot for him. Jason gets a little too much turn. He's going to get caught up behind those tree branches on that evergreen tree. He's going to have a tough putt from there. Here's Mike with his birdie shot. He's going to make a little run at it. He should make his par from there. Devin looks like he's going to be aggressive here and go for this putt. And it just doesn't stay in the air long enough. Bounces off the cage and rolls away. Jason has to lay up from where he landed. And Devin went a little beyond the basket with that roll away. But he makes his putt for par. So assuming Mike makes his putt, we'll have no change between first and second place here with Mike and Devin. Lou Garcia is going to get his first birdie of the round with this putt. So one birdie in the group from Lou Garcia. As we move on to basket 4, this is a par 3, 319 feet. And Lou has the box now. This is a tough layout. It's a very short layout, but the fairway is very tight. Players in this group, they're going to be going with a backhand shot with a hyzer angle on it. And like kicks off a tree. Devin gets a lot of turn. And he just hit that last tree that knocked him down. There's Jason with his drive. Jason also kicks off an early tree. Jason goes with a hyzer shot just to lay up. That works for him. He'll get his 3. There's Devin with his second shot. It looks like he's going to make a run at this for birdie. And he just does not get enough distance on it. It clanks off the cage and hits the ground. As Mike makes his par. Everyone's going to get pars in this group. So Mike, it still has that 4-stroke lead over Devin. We're moving on to basket 5. This is a par 3, 270 feet. And Lou still has the box. Gets a little too early turn on that. Kicks off that tree. He gets forward progress on that. He gets good progress on that drive. This is a relatively straight shot. It's a slight downhill elevation. Mike turns that over nicely. Let's see if it flexes back for him. It doesn't. There you see the basket up ahead. There's Devin with his first shot. Devin gets too much turn too soon. But it fades away and gives him some decent forward progress. There's Jason with his drive. And Jason had that one limb to beat, and it just held up his disc. It was almost a perfect drive. Here's Devin with the second shot. Mike with his second shot. Mike was running at it. Just didn't come down soon enough. Clanked off the bottom of the cage. I'm sorry, the top of the basket, rather. Looks like everyone's going to make pars around here again. Back-to-back pars for the group. So that was indeed pars around once again. As we move on to basket 6, this is a par 4, 522 feet. And Lou starts off with a turnover shot that gets caught in those branches. You want to have a relatively straight shot off the tee. As you approach that walking path up ahead, you want to, when you reach there, you want to, the layout takes a slight dogleg right, and the basket is in surrounded by some bushes. Devin goes with the roller, but he kicks right off that tree.
Not a tree in the woods, dude.
That looks like a perfect approach shot for him. Here's Lou with his second shot.
Hey, we'll putt from over there.
Here's Mike Carmen with the longest drive in the group. And he just lays up. He's looking to get his three, his birdie. Here's Jason shooting for birdie. And it just spits out on him. Lou is also shooting for birdie. And it just goes wide left on him. Devin makes his birdie. He's going to climb another stroke ahead of Lou Garcia. As Mike has an easy birdie putt. He'll maintain his lead over Devin with those 4 strokes. Devin now taking a 2-stroke lead over Lou and Jason. We're moving on to basket 7. This is a par 4, 525 feet. This is an open shot, as you can see. The fairway is going to take you down a slight downhill elevation and to the right. There's going to be some evergreen trees by the basket players are going to have to contend with. Jason has a nice second shot. Here's Mike with his second shot. And he saws that off a little too early. He's going to go under the evergreen tree on the opposite side where the basket is. He's going to have a tough shot from there. It is a placement shot for Devin. He avoids that evergreen tree, and he's stuck behind that other tree on the right side. And Lou gets a very nice approach shot right at the edge of the basket. Here's Mike putting from under the tree. And he puts that out there. It just doesn't connect. Here's Jason almost from the same spot as Mike. He also can't connect. He can't get it high enough with the tree branches from that evergreen tree in the way. Here's Devin putting for birdie. And with that straddle putt, he just gets a little too much on. It's a little too tall. It bounces off the top of the basket. Here's Lou shooting for birdie from the knee. And he just gets that a little low, it bounces off the basket. And everyone's going to putt out. So pars for the group on this par 4 layout on hole 7. We're moving on to basket 8. This is a par 4 at 549 feet. This is a relatively straight shot. This is this layout. This is flat. There's no elevation here to contend with. Just some sporadically spaced trees as you get down the fairway.
Nice shot. Yet another lead.
Here's Luke Garcia with his drive. That's going to skip away nicely for him. Here's Jason DeLagatis with his drive. And here's Mike Carmen with his second shot. Here's Devin with his next throw. He hits an unfortunate tree. Knocks his disc down early. Here's Devin's third throw. Just doesn't get enough elevation on that. And Jason makes a very nice putt. That's his first birdie of the round. And Mike Carmen also records a birdie. That's his third birdie of the round. Devin shooting for par. So Devin now drops to 5 strokes behind Mike Carmen. And he's 1 stroke ahead of Lou Garcia. Lou Garcia getting his second birdie of the round with that putt. We're moving on to basket 9. It's a par 3, 288 feet. And Mike Carmen now has the box.
Special, man.
And that was an amazing drive by Jason. Faded right in front of the basket with a little more distance. That could have been an ace. There's Devin with his drive. Devin taking a very wide turn, avoiding those trees. He kicks off one of them and it pushes him away from the basket. Here's Lou going for his birdie shot. He just doesn't get enough distance on it. It kicks off the rim and rolls away. And a very nice putt by Jason.
Great from my angle.
Jason gets his second birdie of the round with that putt. And Mike misses his birdie putt. It's just a little low.
But
So now we have Jason Tilagatos with that birdie, tied with Devin now with an 81. As we move on to basket 10, this is a par 3, 253 feet. This hole will also complete the front 9 of this round, as Jason has the box.
good. Another one of the funny sounding vehicles around here. Seriously.
He's going with a sidearm. Here's Devin's drive.
Can you throw it?
Devin's second shot just bounces off the rim. Jason going for his birdie putt. And he just misses. Mike Carmen is also shooting for birdie. He just doesn't get enough height on it. Bounces off the rim. Here's Lou going for his birdie of the round. And Lou makes the birdie. Only birdie of the group. As we move on to basket 11, this is a par 5, 840 feet. This is one of the toughest holes on the course. This is a downhill elevation start. A lot of thick rough to the left. You have to keep your disc out of that rough. Make sure you get enough distance. There's a creek bed that's just down below. And you're looking to get to the edge of that creek bed, so it'll allow you to have a approach shot, because your approach shot after that, it goes uphill. It's very tough. This is very challenging up and down elevation with this layout and this hole.
Oh, boy. Kick out of there. Find a nice home. Come on. Come on.
Mike Hardman's drive goes left a little too soon. He gets caught up in all that brush you see. He's going with a kind of an overhand motion to clear all that. And it looks like it almost got him out. We'll have to see how far that got him out of the rough. Here's Jason's second throw. Going at a very high hyzer shot. And that gets him right out in that open field. Devin gets the most distance out of the group. And that'll get him close where he can get a nice approach shot. A nice a putt, rather.
Great shot. I feel like I threw it right for the head.
And Mike makes the birdie. That's his 4th birdie of the round. Devin also makes a birdie for his 3rd birdie of the round. Just until Gladys records his 3rd birdie of the round as well. We're moving on to basket 12. This is a par 3, 279 feet. This is just a straight downhill shot.
Tailwind, maybe?
There's a roadway just behind, not too far behind the basket. You have to be careful of, it is OB. Here's Mike with his first drive.
Sure. Nice. It's the same exact
Looks
spot.
like that's parked for Devin.
Follow me, dude.
Mike flips it up there, and he gets the birdie. That is his 5th birdie of the round, and back-to-back birdies for Mike. Lou also gets a birdie. So birdies for everybody in the group. As we move on to basket 13, this is a par 4, 546 feet. This is another downhill shot. Jason clears that gap nicely. Has a lot of nice glide to it. Let's see if it gets him a nice skip at the end. It does. That puts him right where you see that basket is just one tree to beat from there. Here's Mike Carmen with his drive.
Concrete.
You made that look so good.
Oh my God. Get down there.
Here's Devin with his 2nd shot.
Nice shot.
And that gets, gonna get him right at the edge of the basket. It's very nicely done. Here's Lou with his 2nd shot. Lou's gonna go with an Anheuser approach shot. Jason's right at the edge of that water. And he puts it up nicely for a very nice putt. And that's his 5th birdie of the round. Lou is also shooting for birdie. He misses. It just doesn't get enough pressure on the chains. Devin does get his birdie. That's his 5th birdie of the round. And Mike Harmon also gets a birdie. That's his 6th of the round. As we move on to basket 14, this is a par 3, 324 feet. This is another this is going to be an uphill shot.
Yeah, this is the tee pad I slipped on.
There you see the basket.
You right? They look pretty identical. Yeah. A little shorter.
And here's Lou with his first shot.
Whoa. Over it. Going. Yeah.
He's going to get the fairway very nicely for him. Mike Harmon records another birdie, which is his 7th birdie of the round. We're moving on to basket 15. It's a par 4, 534 feet. And with that birdie, Mike is now 6 strokes ahead of Jason Tilagatis and Devin Frederick. They're both tied for second at a 96.
Ready.
That's what I wish I had the ball.
Luther is hard.
Just Devin's second throw. It's a little too high and he kicks off those branches. Mike's going with the sidearm approach shot. He gets a very nice skip that puts him closer to the basket. Here's Devin with his third throw.
There you go.
He's right by the basket. Just Devin going for par, and he makes it. This part of the course is very muddy, as you can see. Jason's shooting for birdie. And he misses. Mike's going to get his 8th birdie with this shot. It's 8 birdies. He now extends his lead over Jason and Devin with a 7-stroke lead now with a 93. We're moving on to basket 16. This is a par 3. 246 feet. This is an uphill shot. It's just a straight uphill shot. Basket you see is just up ahead in that clearing of that group of trees to the right. And Mike's going right at it. It's protected by 2 groups of bushes on either side. And here's Lou with his drive. Jason's disc turns away just a little too soon. And Devin throws what looks perfect shot. Jason's going to be the furthest out. The other 2 look like they have a good chance, other 3 rather, look like they have a good chance of getting a birdie on this hole. And Lou makes the first out of the 3. See what Mike Harmon has. And he makes it. Mike, that's his 9th birdie of the round. That's 6 birdies for Lou. Let's see if Devin can also get a birdie. He's right at the edge of the basket. He also gets his 6th birdie of the round. Still 7-stroke lead between Mike and Devin. And Moving on to basket 17. This is a par 3, 260 feet. I'm just going to go right at it. It's an uphill shot, as you can see. Here's Devin with his drive.
Same exact thing, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see what you
And I
think.
know it's.
Yeah. Go.
Throw the orange one.
Jason again is the furthest out. He comes up short with his birdie putt. Here's Devin shooting for his birdie. And it just kicks off the chains and spits out. There's Lou shooting for his 7th birdie of the round. And he makes it. It just drops right in for him. Mike Harmon going for his 10th birdie of the round, who will officially record. Half the round will be birdies for him with that putt. That's fantastic. Still maintains that 7-stroke lead over Devin and Lou Garcia. As we move on to basket 18, this is a par 4, 507 feet. This is essentially a downhill shot. There's a parking lot which is out of bounds you have to contend with as you approach the basket. There's also a roadway. It's off to the left of the basket as you approach it.
Oh, yeah.
Devin with a fantastic approach shot. The second shot kicked off the pole of the basket. Amazing approach. Jason lays up. He's also laying up here. He's right at the edge of the basket. Lou with the furthest drive out of the group. And he just lays up as well. Birdies around for the group on this hole. Mike getting an amazing 11 birdies. Mike has made a shot up for birdie on 8 of the last 9 holes. This is the 9th hole. This is par 3, basket 1, par 3, 264 feet. Again, this back 9 so far, Mike has got 8 birdies. Let's see if he can get number 9. Let's go with the sidearm. It's going to skip a little further beyond the basket. It looks like it may have gone behind that evergreen branch and that evergreen tree that you saw beyond the basket. Here's Lou with his drive. He's also going with the sidearm. He's going to get a nice skip. It's going to put him right at the edge of the basket. Devin with his drive.
He's getting better and better.
That's a good one.
Don't yell at me. You made a mistake.
I did everything different that round on every hole. Like,
Here's Jason with his birdie shot. It's furthest out. And it rolls away from, takes a hard roll away from the basket. He's going to have a hard time putting back here. And he misses. This could be the only bogey of the round for the entire group, which is an amazing feat. There's been no bogey so far this round. And Lou makes a fantastic birdie to finish the round. 9 birdies for Lou Garcia. Here's Mike going for that 9th birdie in a row to finish the back 9 with 9 birdies. And he just gets it a little too tall. Bounces off the top of the basket and goes out. Jason shooting for bogey, and he records the only bogey of the round for the group. And Devin's going to get his birdie putt, his 8th of the round, to drop in. He'll finish it with a tie with Lou Garcia at 110, and Mike Harmon with a 7-stroke lead over the group with that 103. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're back at coverage from day 1 of the 2018 New Jersey State Disc Golf Championships at Thompson Park Disc Golf Course. Today we had some exciting action from this lead card. Mike Harmon had a fantastic back 9. He birdied 8 straight holes to begin the round, only getting a par on the last hole, hole 1, where he missed his birdie putt, but a fantastic overall performance from Mike Harmon, shooting 11 birdies overall. And behind him we have Devin Frederick. Devin just could not make as many birdies as Mike could. The back 9, where Mike accelerated. Mike already had a decent lead going in with a 4-stroke lead over Devin. He just turned it on in that second half at that back 9 and getting those 8 straight birdies. Devin not managing to make as many, and Devin found himself battling it out with Lou Garcia and Jason Tilagatis at times. It was a tough round, but Devin's a fighter. We'll have to see what day 2 has in store for us. That's all we have today with this episode of Disc Golf Monthly. Join us next month for 4th round coverage and final 4th round coverage at the 2018 New Jersey State Disc Golf Championships, where we'll be at Stafford Woods. And thank you for joining us in this month's edition of Disc Golf Monthly. This has been Disc Golf Monthly, the sport that takes you one step closer to the sport of disc golf.